Hello everyone, my name is MA XINYUE, and today I will talk about fanfiction. As we all know, in some movies and television works, there are often some of the audience's favorite characters died. Fans often feel very sad at this time. However, it occurred to them that perhaps we could create a new story in which that character did not die. This became the opportunity for them to create fanfiction. So, what is fanfiction? Fanfiction, also called fanfic or FF, is fictional writing written by fans based on an existing work of fiction. Fanfiction ranges from a few sentences to an entire novel, and fans can keep the characters and settings that exist in the original work, or add their own creative characters to it. And fanfiction can be based on a very rich variety of themes. For example, novels, movies, real person, anime, manga, and games. Regarding the history of fanfiction, there are some very important points. In fact, as early as the 19th century, some officially authorized sequel novels appeared. The work of Jane Austen remains one of the most popular works to make unauthorized depictions, with one notable Jane Austen fanfiction being Old Friends and New Fancies. It brings characters from Austen's 6 major novels together, with characters imitated by the author into a unified story. The modern phenomenon of fanfiction as an expression of fandom and fan interaction was popularized and defined by Star Trek fandom and their fan magazine. Nowadays, fanfiction has become more popular and widespread. In 1998, the not-for-profit site fanfiction.net came online, which allowed anyone to upload content in any fandom. One popular example of the modern fanfiction is E.L. James' 50 Shadows of Grey. This series was originally written as an fanfiction for the Twilight series. So, why is fanfiction so popular? First, fanfiction is an exchange of ideas and communication between fans. As for people who create fanfiction, they can express their love and their understanding of the original work through creating fanfiction. And when others express their understanding and approval of the fanfic they create, they can gain a sense of satisfaction, and it will motivate themselves to create more in future. As for the people who read fanfiction, by reading other people's work, they can broaden their perspective to better understand the work itself, and sometimes make some new discoveries from it. Second, fanfiction can develop more possibilities from the original work. Fans read these stories not so much to relive their own experience of the television episodes as to explore the range of different uses writers can make of the same materials to see how familiar stories will be retold and what new elements will be introduced. In fact, in addition to the regular list of types, there are a few types which are particularly associated with fanfiction. According to text pictures, I detail some of the main methods used by fan writers to show their typical strategies of interpretation, appropriation, and reconstruction. First, recontextualization. Fans often write short stories. What's more, they focus on off-screen actions and discussions that motivated complex on-screen behavior. Second, expanding the timeline. The primary text often provides hints or suggests about characters' background, not fully exploded within the episode. So fan writers often use these details as an opening line for their own stories, writing about events preceding the series opening. Third, refocalization. Well, Much of fanfiction still centers on serious protagonists. Some writers shift the attention away from central figures and onto secondary characters. Next, moral realignment. Some fan stories reverse or question the moral universe of the primary text, taking the villains and transforming them into the protagonists of their own stories. Next, genre shifting. Fan stories shift the balance between action and characterization, focus mainly on defining characters' relationships. Then, crossovers. Fanfiction crossovers are the combination of two or more unrelated series with one story. Crossover stories break down not only the borderline between texts, but also those between genres, suggesting how familiar characters might function in different environments. Next, character dislocation. Writers remove characters from their original situation and give them new names and identities, and sort of become a parallel universe. Next, personalization. Fan writers also work to bridge the gap between the personal and the virtual world of their favorite stories. For example, the most well-known Mary Sue stories. Next, emotional intensification. Because fan reading practice places such importance on issues of characters' motivation and psychology, fans often emphasize the moments of crisis. What's more, eroticization. Fan writers, freed of the restraint of network censors, often want to explore the erotic side of characters' lives. For example, in slash fiction, the homosocial desire of serious characters erupts into homoerotic passion, as Kirk and Spock in Star Trek. Fan culture reflects both the audience's fascination with programs and fans' frustration over the refusal or inability of producers to tell the kinds of stories viewers want to see. Like many readers, I read fanfiction because I like the characters in the original work, and I want to see more possibilities intended to them. So, in my opinion, creating fanfiction and reading fanfiction is a continuation of fans' love and dreams. Through fanfiction, people exchange their opinions, satisfy their imagination, and make up for the regrets they had when reading the original work, which is indeed a simple happy. That's all. Thank you.